Hi friends, we're going to be doing a 30-minute tower workout today. We're also going to be using our arc barrel and our wooden bar with our short yellow springs. So once you get all of that equipment set up, you can attach the yellow springs to the top of your tower arc. And then you're going to take a seat in that little seat of the arc barrel and find your feet just rested about hip distance apart, planted on the tower in front of you. You can take your hands up behind the head, take a nice big inhale to prepare. And then on your exhale, you're gonna tuck the pelvis under, roll yourself back towards a C curve, and just pause here. Feel those lower abdominals engage. We're gonna be refinding this place a few times through the next sequence. On your inhale, you're gonna start to lower yourself all the way back until you find an extension over the barrel. Take an inhale there, feeling those ribs open. And then on your exhale, you're gonna use those upper abdominals to close the ribs, lift back up into that flexion. Inhale, lower it back, expand the chest open. Exhale, close the ribs, we lift up. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Using the hands to gently support the back of the head. Just finding our upper abdominals really warming up, but make sure your lower abs are still engaged to support. So we're using that exhale to draw the belly button in and knit the ribs down towards the hips. We're gonna take two more like this, and then we're gonna start to add a twist. Last one, just lifting straight up. Next time you lift up into that upper abdominal curl, you're gonna add a twist over towards the right. So we're finding that oblique engagement. Inhale, lower yourself slowly back to that starting position. Exhale, lift and twist to the other side. Inhale, lower it back down. Feel like you're just stacking one shoulder up and over the other, and try to keep the elbows nice and wide. We don't want to collapse in on the chest or start to drop the chin too close to the collarbone. You should be maintaining a little bit of space between your chin and the chest. We're gonna take three more like this. Using that exhale, especially as you start to get tired, our abs should be feeling nice and warm by now. We're gonna do one more to the left side. Good, take a moment, expand back. You can let the arms reach out. A couple nice deep breaths. And then go ahead and reach the arms forward, or you can support the head if you like. Inhale, exhale, roll yourself all the way back up to seated. Now we're gonna be adding in our bar. Go ahead and grab for the wooden bar in front of you, and we're gonna find that same starting position, just seated up nice and tall. And you're gonna have your palms facing up, holding onto the outside of that wooden bar. Take a nice big inhale, feeling the shoulders plugged into the sockets, chest wide, back nice and flat. On your exhale, you're just gonna be pulling your elbows straight in by the side of the ribs. Inhale, slowly reach it out. Exhale, pull the bar towards you. Inhale, resist it out. We should start to feel a little bit of work through those biceps, the back of the arm, and the upper back. If you're looking to add on a little bit more of that core engagement, we're going to progress into that C curve. So you can tuck that pelvis back, find your C curve, and add it in with your arm work. Just holding that position of flexion through the core. And then option to continue adding on. As you pull the bar in, you're gonna start to float one of your legs up to tabletop, and then slowly lower it down as the arms release. Exhale, pull, other leg marches up. Inhale, slowly release it down. Keep going just like this. Exhaling to pull. Making sure the shoulder blades draw together as the bar comes towards the chest. See if you can relax any tension building up in the neck. We're gonna take three more like this. Last two. Last one. Good. Inhale, exhale, roll it up and hang onto the bar for just a moment. One more round here. Option to find your C curve and hold the bar in. This time, one leg floats up. Inhale, lower. And then switch. Other leg lifts. Inhale to lower. Keep that chest open. We're here for four. Last three. You got it, just two more. Last one. Nice, go ahead and reach the arms out. Inhale, exhale, roll yourself all the way up. We're gonna find that bar, just letting go for a moment. We're gonna find a new setup. So this time, getting in to our C curve. You're gonna have your arms reaching out. We're gonna find some more work through our obliques. On your exhale, you're gonna rotate to twist the shoulders to the right, and your arm is gonna open, letting the gaze follow the hand. Inhale, return it back to center. We're just gonna go to that right side. Exhale to twist open to the right. Inhale to return. You can add similar work with the leg. As you twist, that right leg can start to march up. Inhale, place it down as you twist forward. Exhale, we lift and twist. Inhale, we lower. And if you'd like, you can leave the leg floating and extend it out as you rotate rather than placing it down. Get nice and warm through that right side. We're gonna take 3 more like this. In 2, we're gonna switch it over to the left. Last one, reach it forward, place that leg down if it isn't already. You can take a moment to breathe. And then inhale, exhale, roll yourself back. We find that exhale to twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. You can almost feel like you're reaching your right arm forward as that left arm opens diagonally back. So the rotation is coming from the shoulders turning, not by moving the hips or just the arms by themselves. Adding on that march. Exhaling to twist, inhaling to lower. And if you'd like, you can leave that leg lifted, extend it as you rotate. It's a little bit more work through that hip flexor and that whole left side body. We're gonna take 2 more like this. Almost there, last one. Nice job. Plant the feet, inhale, exhale, roll yourself all the way back up. Now to get a little bit of movement through the spine, we're gonna find our bar once again. This time you're gonna take left hand in the center of the bar and your right hand is gonna stack on top of it. Take a nice big inhale. And then you're gonna exhale, tuck the pelvis under, roll back till you find just about the middle of the back on the arc. And then you're gonna rotate open just like we did before, but this time the bar is supporting us. You're gonna take a big exhale to reach your right arm up and over, finding a side bend through the right side, all the way until your hand comes to the outer left side of the bar. And then you're gonna lean around to the left, increasing that stretch all the way until you sit back up at the top, and you're gonna reset your right hand back on top of the left. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck your pelvis under. We roll back into that C curve. Right arm reaches all the way out. Inhale, exhale, reach it up and over, big side bend. Snake it around to the left side all the way until you restack at the top. 2 more like that, and then we switch. Inhale, exhale, roll yourself back, and then reach that arm out. Big inhale, exhale, reach the arm over to the outer edge of the bar, around to the right side, restacking at the top. 1 more time to the right. Inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under. Inhale as you reach that arm out. Exhale, take it all the way up to the outer left edge. Really see if you can lean and increase that stretch each time, more space in the right ribs. And this time we're gonna go to the left side. So your right hand is gonna reset into the center, left hand on top. Take a big breath in. Exhale, tuck the pelvis under. We find our C curve, and then we reach that left arm out. Big reach up and over all the way to the outer right edge of the bar, leaning to the right, keeping that left sits bone anchored all the way until you restack at the top. Inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under. We reach that arm out. Inhale, exhale, reach all the way over to the other side. See if you can find more distance opening up through the left ribs each time you roll up. 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under. Inhale to reach, exhale to take that arm all the way up and over, and then rolling all the way back up. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under. We roll it back and reach open to the left side. Left hand goes all the way to the outside of the bar. Lean to the right. Keep your left sits bone anchored until we restack at the top. All right, you're gonna keep your hold on the bar, this time with just the left hand in the center. We're gonna rotate so we're facing the side, and the side of your right thigh is gonna kind of slot into that seat on the arc. You're gonna extend your left leg out so it's kind of reaching sort of between those shoulder blocks. And you want your left hip stacked as far forward over the right as it can. So you might have to scoot your right sits bone a little bit more behind you. Starting with your right hand up behind the head, you're gonna use the support of the bar to gently lower yourself down onto the barrel, and then you're going to repeat that process. We feel our shoulder leave, then our rib, then our hip, all the way back up nice and tall. Inhale as you lower yourself down, using those abdominals to keep both hips pointing forward. And then exhale, we feel gentle engagement through that left oblique to draw us back up. We're just finding the motion because we're gonna repeat this without the help of the bar. We'll take 2 more like this. We feel hip, rib, shoulder, and then exhale, shoulder, rib, hip. This time, we're gonna find ourselves all the way lying down, and then you're gonna plant your elbow onto the barrel, supporting the head. Take a breath in. On your exhale, you're gonna lift your left leg a few inches up, so we're engaging through that left outer hip. Inhale, slowly lower it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Keep going just like that. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And if you like, you can add the arm in. You can pull the elbow towards you as you lift the arm. Inhale, slowly release. And that left side body is still doing quite a bit of work to stabilize you here. So don't forget about your core. Don't forget about your upper abdominals. We have 3 more like this. Last 2. Good. Last one. Release the arm out, take an inhale, and then exhale, restack yourself all the way up. Now you're gonna release the bar, let it go to the side. Now we're gonna be doing this in our full mermaid without the assistance of the bar. Now you can always grab it if you do need that help rolling down. You're gonna reach your arms up, and then you're gonna take that same hip, rib, shoulder, all the way long over the barrel. Inhale, exhale, and then you can use your arms, opening that left arm out, reaching for the tower as you take that same motion up to the top, and then lift the arms up overhead once you're seated tall. Inhale, exhale, roll yourself carefully down onto your side. A lot of work now through that left oblique. Inhale, exhale, reach that arm out to help a little bit to add the engagement through the left side. Inhale, exhale, roll yourself down. Inhale, exhale, reach your left arm out. Arms go out to that T position as you restack. We're gonna take 2 more like this. Nice and slowly. How slowly can you lower yourself down onto your side? Using control, not momentum. Got 1 more set, and then we're just gonna rest over that arc for a moment. Good, once you're lying down on your side, you can take a moment, find a little stretch that feels good. 2 deep breaths. Just letting that left side body release. And then one last thing with our leg. For this one, you can have a little bit of a platform with your left hand onto the tower. For a little bit more balance challenge, you can reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Take a nice big inhale, and then exhale, you're gonna lift that left leg and hover it off. We're gonna find very small circles here. Using our core to support, staying in control, try to keep everything else still, just getting back warmed up through that left outer hip. And then go ahead, reverse the direction of the circles, and try not to take excess tension into the right hip since we're working that left side. We're gonna take 3 more here. Last 2, last one. Lower the leg down. Go ahead and reach that arm out, and we're gonna sit all the way back up nice and tall. Hey, all right, we just have a little bit of bridging, and then the other side. We're ready to wrap it up with a final teaser series. So I'm gonna have you switch your positioning. So you're gonna be seated on the tower, this time facing towards the barrel, and your head is gonna be the direction of the archway. Go ahead and sit your hips very close towards the seat, and then lower your head down all the way until it's flat onto the tower. Your feet are gonna plant down on that little arc, and your hands are gonna hold onto the seat just so you don't accidentally kick the barrel away from you. Take a nice big inhale to prepare. Then on your exhale, you're gonna squeeze your glutes and you're gonna press your hips straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale as you lower them slowly back down. Exhale, We squeeze the glutes, press it up. Inhale, slowly lower, finding that bridge through our hinge motion. So we've done a lot of articulation, and we want to find that nice straight spine, keeping the core engaged to support. You're gonna feel some work through those hamstrings as well, and I'm gonna encourage you to keep the whole foot planted onto the barrel. Try not to scrunch the foot or keep more weight in the toes or the heels. Just let it stay flat and spread on that surface. We're gonna take 2 more like this, and think about that chest still staying open, upper back still engaged. 1 more down and up, and then we're gonna hold the hips up. Take a nice big breath. On your exhale, you're gonna keep your arms pressed down as you lift your right leg up. That left glute and hamstring should be taking over the work. Inhale, place the right leg back down. Exhale, left leg floats up to that tabletop position. Inhale, slowly lower. We're just gonna take 3 more to each side. Nice and slow and controlled. Pressing down, try not to send the legs pressing away from you. We're gonna take 3 more reps. This is your last one to the right. 1 more to the left. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower those hips all the way back down. You can hug the knees in, take a little rock from side to side, even extend those legs up if you want a quick little hamstring stretch. And then you're gonna carefully sit yourself back up. You can roll to the side if that's easier. And then we're gonna find ourselves seated into that little seat of the arc. Locate that wooden bar, this time in your right hand, and we're gonna turn to face towards the other side. So the side of your left thigh now is kind of in that little line of the seat, and your right leg is extended out towards the shoulder blocks. We're gonna start with our right hand on the bar, left hand up behind the head. Take a nice big inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna lower yourself down, finding that engagement through the right shoulder so the bar isn't pulling your shoulder out of the socket. Exhale to roll yourself back up. We inhale to lower ourselves down. And then exhale, we feel that contraction of the right side gently waking up. So the springs are just offering a little bit of assistance as we find that side body articulation. Try to keep your right hip forward in line with the left. It's gonna be easy to kind of roll back. So if you need to scoot your booty a little bit farther back into the seat, feel free. We're gonna take 3 more like this. Feeling that shoulder, rib, hip, and then inhaling hip, rib, shoulder. Next time you lower yourself down onto the tower, plant that left elbow, pause. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna lengthen your right leg so much that it lifts a little bit off. Inhale, slowly lower it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now waking up that right hip. Using the core to support. And when you're ready, you can add that pull in of the arm. Inhale, slowly release. Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. A little bit more into that bicep, into the upper back. Should feel some tricep as well. We're gonna take 3 more here. Good. Slowly releasing the arm. Try not to let the spring just pull your arm back. This is your last one. Nice job. Inhale, exhale, roll yourself all the way back up and let that bar go once again. Now we're finding our full mermaid. Seated up nice and tall, arms are gonna reach up over the shoulder. Take an inhale and then exhale slowly. Rib lowers down, then the shoulder. Then we find that nice long line. Inhale, exhale, open that right arm out. So we're finding that T position to help contract the right side of the body to lift us all the way back up. And then arms restack over the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, slowly lowering yourself down. Inhale, exhale, open the arms to the T. Really contract the right side to lift yourself up. We're gonna take 3 more sets just like this, staying in control of the movement. It's gonna be really tempting to use momentum, and I'm gonna encourage you to take it slower rather than faster. You can take it even slower than I am if that is helpful for you. 2 more reps just like this, trying to avoid leaning back and opening the right hip Good, one more up and down, and then we're gonna meet lying on that side once again. And this is your last one, lowering down onto that left side. Now you can plant that left hand back behind the head. Right hand is gonna plant on the barrel. Take an inhale, exhale, lift your right leg. Now we're finding those little circles. If you're looking for that added balance challenge, you can always reach that right arm up away from the tower. But if you'd like that support, keep it there as a way to help stay connected deeper into the core. We'll take 2 more here, then we'll reverse. Last one, reverse the direction of those small circles. See if you can keep everything else in the body nice and still. We're here for 3. Last 2. Good, last one, gently lower the arm down. You can take that little rest, just a couple deep breaths. Feels so nice to stretch out that right side. One more breath. And then last time, reach yourself all the way back up, arms go through that T position, right side contracts, and we find ourselves seated nice and tall. Okay, we just got a little bit more to do here. One final abdominal series, getting up to our teaser. So same as before, we're gonna have versions you can pick and choose if a full teaser is not for you today. Start with your feet planted, arms are gonna reach out, we're seated back forward, similar to how we started. Take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, you're gonna tuck your pelvis under, so we're working through that C curve, and you're gonna continue rolling, extending the legs out, and your arms are gonna stack up over the shoulders and reach back. So we should just let our spine follow the natural curve of the arc. Then you're gonna sweep your arms around to the side, peel back up, and then as you lift up to your seated position, your legs are gonna bend. We find our starting point. Inhale, lower yourself down, arms are gonna reach up and over, legs extend out, and then exhale, sweep the arms around. We lift back up to that starting position. So this is home base. You can always just go through regular C curves by itself, but if you're interested in adding on, you can add on a lift of the legs to tabletop. As you circle yourself around, pick those legs up, we find tabletop. Legs can be, feet can be pointed, or they can be flexed, up to you. Lower them down as you lower yourself, slowly rolling onto your back. Inhale, exhale, circle the arms around, drawing it back up to that tabletop position. Now, if you're looking for that extra teaser, you can do the same thing, just extending the legs out. Again, feet can be pointed, they can be flexed, just have energy all the way through the legs. Lower yourself down, sending the arms up, circle the arms around. Inhale, exhale, and you can pick the legs straight up into that balance point. It's a little bit more assistive with the barrel than it would be just in that mat Pilates version. Whatever version you're sticking with, we're gonna take 2 more sets. Good, just one final set. Keeping that breath, working with the movement so your core is staying in control. Strong exhale, last one. Nice job, plant the feet. And to finish, you can just gently roll yourself back, expand the chest once again. You can extend the legs and just find that lovely openness across the collarbone. Take a few final deep breaths. You can find those legs in that butterfly position. If you'd like to open the hips up a little bit, especially if your hip flexors are tired. One last deep breath here. And then gently, if you took that butterfly, fold the knees back into that neutral position. You can circle the arms around to help you out. And we're all the way back up nice and tall. Thanks, friends, for joining me. Hope to see you next time.